Hello and welcome to this June 16th, 2010 video version of InvestEd Central's Chart of the Day. I'm Tom Boley, InvestEd Central's Chief Market Strategist, and it's my pleasure to provide you with today's Chart of the Day. This Chart of the Day is brought to you by StockCharts.com, simply the web's best financial charts. Well, today we are featuring Carpenter Tech Corp. This is ticker symbol CRS. CRS is a $1.7 billion basic materials company. As you can see, at the end of 2009 and early 2010, CRS had a beautiful uptrend, rising from just under $26, actually close to $25 at the February low, to over $42 in late April. So in little more than 2 months, the stock rose about 65%, a huge move to the upside, and since then has just been consolidating to the side here with a little bit of a downward bias. But take a look at the volume trends. Most of the moves to the downside have been followed by even bigger volume moves back to the upside, and that's generally what you want to see when a stock is downtrending. You don't really want to see huge volume moves to the downside and then light volume moves to the upside. I personally feel a little bit better if the roles are reversed, or if there's at least as much volume on the way back up. And I think that's definitely the case here with CRS. If you look over the last 6 trading days, you can see that the volume's been very nice on this move off the bottom. And notice both of the recent lows came on reversing candlesticks. We had a bullish engulfing candle here in about the 3rd week of May, marking the initial low, and then we went back and retested that low and put in a doji on the low the second time. Both of those candles, those reversing candles, came with some very nice volume to support the reversal, and in both cases we've moved back up. The thing that looks interesting about this move now is take a look at the highs. As we connect these highs, we've got a down sloping trend line, and when we connect the lows, essentially we've got a flat equal low scenario. So this is the pattern called a descending triangle, and off of a move to the upside, any kind of a triangle pattern generally is a continuation pattern, but it doesn't play out until you get a breakout. Now, we went up on Friday and closed almost right on the trend line, gapped up on Monday. Clearly we were breaking out intraday, and then we came back down and closed almost right on the trend line, and we had another gap up and had a decent day again on Tuesday. So it looks to me like CRS has made this breakout, but the way you can play this is if you're playing it as a breakout, a move back below the trend line and certainly back below the 50-day moving average, which is currently at 38.45, would be a little bit of a problem in the near term. So that would be kind of a line in the sand that I would use. Further out, I do believe, even if this thing falls back into this triangle pattern, I think eventually this is going to break out to the upside. But and the long-term support area is going to be down here around the 33.50 area or so, which is where we had the double bottom. But I think this one's got a decent chance, especially if the overall market holds up for us, and that's probably the real wild card here, because the market was beaten down on some pretty big volume, has come back up on lesser volume, and if the market rolls back over to the downside, probably not too many long patterns are going to hold up, and you've got to be mindful of that. So as a result, I'd keep that stop in play, like I said, down maybe below the 50-day moving average. Top side, if this truly is a breakout of the triangle pattern, the measurement is from the height, or from the peak of the triangle down to the lowest point of the triangle. So roughly about 8.5 points, and we broke out at about 39. So I would say somewhere in the neighborhood of about $47.50 to $48 is where we have a measurement on CRS. So it does look good. It's a bullish pattern. Again, it's really whether or not the overall market can support higher prices here. I hope you've enjoyed our presentation today. Be sure to check out our chart of the day every day at InvestEdCentral.com. While you're there, sign up for our free weekly Market Pulse newsletter and have the chart of the day emailed directly to you. Happy trading.